Most men, unknowingly, are talking themselves out of attraction. They feel as though if I say this at this exact moment, she will like me more. She will want to be my girlfriend. She will become closer to me. But oftentimes, it has a negative adverse effect. So I came up with 6 things that you should never say. And if you do say them, you are guaranteed to turn her off. Number 1, never ask a woman, are you having a good time? Are you having fun? The reason guys ask this question and is filled with anxiety and worry is because they're hoping that the date that they planned, the outing, the restaurant that they took her to, she will be impressed. So right away, you're putting her on a pedestal. She's going to look at you and look down upon you. She's going to be like, well, what do you mean, am I having fun? Is it the place you wanted to go? And you're doing it because you're hoping that she really likes you. Always go to places and do things with women that you do on a weekly, monthly basis. This will cure that anxiety that you'll have. You won't have to ask this question, because if you're going for a walk, if you always shoot pool, if you always bowl, if you always go to a comedy show, you wouldn't have to ask this question because you're used to doing that. You're having fun. So always assume that wherever you're taking a woman, she's already having a good time because you're having a good time. Women feed off your energy and your emotions. So if you're smiling, if you're upbeat, and it's something that you usually do, chances are she'll be happy and upbeat as well. Number 2, never ask a woman, so when can I see you again? I've done that many times in years past. I was excited, hanging out with the girl. I was happy, having a good time, cracked all the jokes, did everything I was supposed to. I did everything by the book. And I felt, well, before she's able to go home and hang out possibly with another guy or reject me, I'm going to ask her out on this date. What you're doing is you're turning her off all the way, because she's going to think in her head, does this guy have any options? Does he have any women he's talking to? Does he have a life? You got to let things marinate. Don't continue to check on the cake and turkey and looking at the oven and hoping that she doesn't reject you. Listen, you should assume that a woman wants to see you again. Don't ask all these questions while you're on the date hanging out with her, because she's gonna think, man, this dude is kind of clingy. He's needy. All right. So when a woman leaves, just assume that, hey, she's gonna get back in touch with me. And if she does not, that's on her. You move on to the next girl. Number 3, never ask a woman, are you dating anybody else? Are you seeing any other guys? Don't ask about her ex-boyfriend. Don't bring up your ex-girlfriend. Because the reason why you're doing this is because you're afraid that she's going to replace you with somebody else, that she's seeing somebody else. You don't think that you're good enough. You don't have the confidence and the charisma that you feel that will keep her interested. See, the reason why guys ask these questions is because deep down, they're very insecure. They have no game. They don't understand women. But what you have to realize is the reason why she's on that date with you is because she's really interested. Okay, so focus again on the present and you two. You having a good time. You having fun. Don't think about things that happened in the past, because that doesn't even matter. So what? She's been with a guy in the past for 5, 6, 7, 10 years. What matters is what you guys have going in your connection right then and there. Number 4, and this is going to sound kind of crazy and counterintuitive, but I will explain. What you don't want to tell a woman is you like her before she tells you anything, before she expresses her feelings. Because when you tell her this, and I know it sounds crazy, it will turn her off immediately. I've done it multiple times. See, women want a guy who's mysterious. They want a guy who they don't know his feelings and what he really wants. This is what drives her crazy. This is what causes her to fall in love with you and get attached and wanting to see you again. But if you're hanging out with a girl for the first few dates or a week or two or a couple months, and you just straight up tell her, I love you. Hey, I really like you. Don't do that. Don't tell her you're really feeling her. She already understands. Okay? Suppress your feelings, relax, and have a good time, because she could be seeing other guys. Okay? Let things marinate. Let her express to you how she feels. Okay? Women get bored fast as well. So they want to be with a guy who they don't know his feelings. They want to say, does this guy like me? They want to go home and talk to their friends and everybody else and say, I had a good time with this guy, but I don't know how he feels about me. Well, let me go see him again. Let me hang out with him again. Okay, this is how women think. So do not tell her you like her, you love her. Don't express any feelings towards her before she does anything to you. Number 5, never ask a woman, so what are you doing after this? What are you doing afterwards? Give you an example. Let's say you guys are on a date. You're having a good time. The sparks are flying. The vibe is good. And after the date ends, you don't really have a plan after that. You probably ate somewhere. You probably went for a walk, did whatever. And you're sitting basically asking her for direction. But what a woman wants is a guy who's going to take the lead. A guy who's going to say, hey, come on, trail me back to my place. You want to suggest to her, hey, I'm going back to my place and have some wine. I'm going to watch a couple movies. Trail me. That's all you should do. Hey, come on back to my place. You should have a plan in place already. Okay? So if you go for a walk with a park with a woman, you should already tell her beforehand, hey, afterwards, we're going to go back to my place. I'm going to cook some ribs, some dinner. We're going to do this and that. Have a plan in place. So she won't be sitting there wondering, I don't know what I'm doing. Because what she'll do is women will say, oh, I'm just going home. I got to work in the morning. Yeah, she does have to work in the morning. But if a woman is really into you, she wouldn't mind sleeping over. She wouldn't mind staying a few hours later and making things happen so you can get physical and sexual. So always have a plan. Never just assume, well, she probably won't want to go back with me and hang out. Suggest, hey, come on back to my place. Let's go back and hang out. Number 6, too many guys are using this pickup line, this introduction, because they think the woman's going to like this. She's going to feel flattered. She's going to want me. It'll be easy for me to get her number, her digits, or contact information. Never tell her, hey, I noticed you over there. You're beautiful. Hey, I thought you were cute. I thought I'd come over and talk to you. Because she's already heard that too many times. You're complimenting her on her looks. What you should say is, hey, how's it going? My name is Darius. What's your name? And you extend your hand. You make contact and she'll introduce herself. Do not put her looks on a pedestal. That's like somebody coming up to me and saying, oh, wow. Hey, how's it going? You're really tall. It's like, yeah, I know that. Or if somebody comes up to me and say, oh, hey, how's it going? Oh, you're black. You're like, I've been black my whole life. See what I'm saying? She's been hearing that she's beautiful and pretty and cute her whole life from so many guys that approach her, that talk to her. She wants to deal with a guy who doesn't see her that way, who just sees her as an average girl, because most attractive women just want to be seen as a normal person, as a normal human being. And on top of that, you won't be putting her on a pedestal, because when you come up to her and say, hey, beautiful, how's it going? I noticed you over there. Hey, you're cute. My name is so-and-so. My name is Jim. My name is Darius. Never compliment her on her looks. She already knows she's attractive. Treat her like she's a normal person. Treat her like she's a 6 or 7 out of 10. Not like she's this amazing creature that, wow, you're in awe of being in her presence. Because what's going to happen is she's going to look at you like, she got to see you as inferior. Then she's not going to want to exchange contact information and hang out with you. Treat her like an everyday person.